How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Nintendo Direct leak discussion video. In today's video, we're actually going to be taking a look at a bunch of really interesting new information because recently there was somebody over on Discord who decided to go ahead and take a look at all of the patterns of past Nintendo Directs and all of the evidence that we have right now, and they may have actually figured out when the next Nintendo Direct is going to occur. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because there is a lot of evidence and some of these patterns do actually make a lot of sense, that does not mean that a Nintendo Direct is going to happen on this date for 100% sure, so make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. Unfortunately, guys, I do not have a link to the original post, as the person who sent this in to me just sent in screenshots, so everything that you guys are going to need to be able to see is going to be up on screen. And now, guys, with all of that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this information came from. So guys, this information was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Twitter, so if you guys haven't already followed me there, you can find a link to it, as well as links to all of my social media presences, such as my Twitch and Patreon, in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. And guys, the person who sent this in to me was actually CNJ Gamer, and they wanted me to go ahead and promote their Discord server, so if you guys want to go ahead and join that Discord server, I am a part of it, and you guys can talk to me there, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. And now, guys, with all that out of the way, like I said, this information comes from Discord, and it was posted by a user named Para, so with all of that out of the way, guys, let's just go ahead and take a look at this brand new information, shall we? So guys, like I said, this information comes from a user on Discord named Para, and they start by saying, patterns. If you check the Nintendo Direct archive, you can see a pattern with the first half of the year for Directs. Credits to @Zuckazir for this information. In 2017, on April 12th, which was a Wednesday, we got a Direct, and then on September 13th, which was also a Wednesday, we got a Direct as well. In 2018, we got Directs on both March 8th, which was a Thursday, as well as September 13th, which was a Thursday as well. And then in 2019, we saw that we got a Direct on February 13th, which was a Wednesday, and then again on September 4th, which was also a Wednesday. 2020 would likely follow this pattern as well, being on a Thursday. Also, ever since 2017, a pattern has been shown. In 2017, we had a Direct in April. In 2018, we had a Direct in March. In 2019, we had a Direct in February, which means that this pattern continues. In 2020, we should be getting a Direct in January. The fact that we also had barely any news at the Game Awards this year, only a No More Heroes 3 release window, a Square game, and some DLC for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, that means that would be 5 months without any big news. This Direct could be big with points I've said earlier. You can even look at the dates here. And speaking of dates, with Devil May Cry 3, we have actually seen over on Twitter that Devil May Cry 3 Info tweeted this. These are dates for news about the special edition of Devil May Cry 3 being January 16th, January 30th, and February 13th. Oddly enough, these are all Thursdays, and everything else I have said points to it being on the 13th, and it would be odd to just shadow drop info on Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, considering the fact that this is the first time that the Devil May Cry franchise has been on a Nintendo system, I believe, so it would make sense to highlight it in a Direct. Then we also have Mugawas. Wouldn't take this one that seriously, just want to point it out. Mug, a few days ago, tweeted about a January 16th Direct, and of course, shown earlier, a Direct on the 16th seems likely already. Mug also has deleted tweets before, so not sure if you want to trust him. With all of this and more, I can safely say that a Direct will be in January, and if not, hey, this was really fun to write out, LMAO. So guys, before we go ahead and talk any more about these possible patterns, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about some of the information that comes from Devil May Cry 5 Info, as well as Mugawas on Twitter. So first up, from Devil May Cry 5 Info, they start by saying, a little something extra is coming to the Switch port of Devil May Cry 3. Key dates for more information on this are January 16th, January 30th, and February 13th. Stay tuned. Now, one of the things that I want to go ahead and say about this, guys, is that lots of people believe that because we got this information, that means that Dante is going to be announced for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on one of these dates. Now, obviously, guys, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I don't really believe that Dante is going to be the 5th DLC fighter, right? Now, I definitely think that Dante has a chance at joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate eventually. I mean, especially because the creator of Devil May Cry has said, like, you have to have a game on a Nintendo console before you can get into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and now we're getting one, and Dante's a character that lots of people really want to see in the game, so I definitely think he has a chance at joining a little bit later on. However, I definitely don't think he's going to be announced on one of these dates, right? Especially because this says a little something extra is coming to the Switch port of Devil May Cry 3, which means that these dates are just going to be giving off information on the Devil May Cry 3 game. It would be really cool if they announced Dante as a character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but like we all know, guys, typically Smash Ultimate characters either get announced at Nintendo Directs or during Smash Ultimate Directs, so yeah. I definitely doubt at this point that Dante is going to be revealed as a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC fighter on one of these dates. However, guys, I wouldn't be surprised at all if one of these dates were the date of a Nintendo Direct. The reason I say that, guys, is because, yes, I understand that Devil May Cry has a huge following and people who play it on other consoles absolutely love the games, but let's be honest, guys, like, Devil May Cry has no presence on Nintendo consoles, so for those people that are Nintendo fanboys and only play Nintendo games and on Nintendo consoles, they might not go ahead and pick this game up if Nintendo doesn't really try to push it. Obviously, Devil May Cry does seem like a game that Nintendo really does want to push, so it would make the most sense if they decided to show it off during a Nintendo Direct, which is why I think so many people think that one of these dates are going to end up being a Nintendo Direct. Now, I could be wrong about this, however, guys, considering once again, I think that Nintendo's really going to try and push this game and it's coming out really soon, yeah, it's probably going to get shown off during a Nintendo Direct, especially if it's something awesome like Dante could wear a Mario costume or something like that. People would go absolutely insane over it. So now let's go ahead and take a look at some information that comes from a Twitter user named Mugawus, because lots of people believe that Mugawus is actually a very credible Nintendo leaker. Now guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I really do not know that much about this leaker. I have heard lots of things about them. I have heard that at one point they leaked a Nintendo Direct and have leaked Nintendo content before, but at the same time, I have heard that they have posted stuff which ended up being wrong and then they went back and deleted their tweets, so yeah. Just make sure you guys are making your own opinions on this and to take it with a grain of salt. However, guys, this user says that a Direct is going to appear on the 16th, and that is when we are going to get a bunch of new announcements and everything else like that. And honestly, guys, at this point, I think a lot of people are expecting that we are going to get some new Nintendo information on the 16th. I mean, once again, the Devil May Cry team has posted that we're going to be getting exclusive content on the Nintendo Switch version of Devil May Cry 3, and like I said, like, it would make a ton of sense if they showed off that information during a Nintendo Direct, especially if it was a lot of very big information, and we know for a fact that we are getting some Devil May Cry 3 information on the 16th, so yeah, like, this might end up being real, and we might actually be seeing a Nintendo Direct sometime this week. And man, oh man, does that sound absolutely insane to say. Like, we might be getting a Nintendo Direct this week, and that would be absolutely insane. However, guys, with all of that being said, do I believe that these patterns actually exist, and we might be getting a Nintendo Direct very soon? Honestly, guys, at this point, yeah. At the very least, I definitely do believe that there is a pattern, because as we clearly saw, there was a Nintendo Direct in April of 2017, then there was one in March of 2018, then last year there was one in February of 2019, so this year it would only make sense if we got it at some point during January. And yeah, guys, lots of people have already been rumoring and speculating that we would be getting a Nintendo Direct happening very soon, so I could definitely see this happening, and honestly, I could not be more excited at this point. However, guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about everything that we talked about in today's video in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that we're getting a Nintendo Direct happening very soon? And do you guys think that we might actually get some new Smash Ultimate information? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.